Hey everybody, it's Eve Hennessy, author of Detox with Ease. I heal my multiple chemical sensitivity. I want to talk to you about enemas, probiotics, and some really gross things that can make you feel really good. Okay, I have some videos on how to do a coffee enema. I have other videos on enemas that are more like edited and all that, and you can go look at those. They're like the more popular videos on my channel. So I had a multiple chemical sensitivity. It was incurable. It was awful. I was very sick. I needed to detox for a year or 2 years, and I still detoxed. I mean, that was just intensively for that time. And I did a lot of coffee enemas, which are great for stimulating glutathione and healing you, but you don't have to do coffee enemas. You can do probiotic enemas, which I'm kind of into right now. You can do some with a little apple cider vinegar. If you're very sick or sensitive, you need to check and before you do anything. I know sometimes like apple cider can be very strong for some people. I just put a drop. I've experimented with other stuff, different kinds of teas, oil. They do oil enemas in India. I guess the Kardashians did some oil enemas. I would do them more except for the enema bag. Oil is like a solvent, so it's going to leach out plastics and stuff from your enema bag. So I don't know what they use in India. I mean, I have a rubber, which anyway, I don't do too much oil. Sometimes I put a little bit in there, but doing an enema is a great thing. It's very weird and scary at first, and it's gross, and many people will not do it. And some of those people, if you're really sick, and somebody tells you how well you're going to get with doing an enema, just do it. Like, it will change your life. So when I was sick and I would have these reactions to toxins, like any kind of toxin on a daily basis, I would go do enemas and I would feel better immediately because it really takes so many toxins out of your body. Like all that, miles of intestines and stuff that we have are just collecting a lot of waste products. So when you get them out of there, you will like immediately feel good. Even if you're like in a really bad mood, or sometimes that can be caused by toxins, and just cleaning out some old crap, can really make you feel good. I'm not going to give you any how-tos. Like, you just get the bag and you gotta get on your bathroom floor and you stick it in your butt, and it's pretty foolproof. Like, I just do mine like room temperature or lukewarm. If you do it real warm, then you can feel it. If you do it real cold, you can feel it, but it's not going to kill you if you do it warm or cold. It's just like drinking hot coffee or a cold drink, whatever you like. I think room temperature, body temperature is the best. I don't know. I think most people now are struggling with their gut health, and I know that anyone who has any kind of illness, generally we also have gut health issues, and not only just physical illnesses, but any kind of emotional, depression, anxiety, OCDs can also be related to gut health, parasites, and whatnot. So when we are doing this enema, you're just getting rid of parasites, you're getting rid of yeast. Like, they are just going out, and if you take a look in the toilet, you can actually see them. And frankly, I've seen a lot of weird stuff in there, including some worm that I took into my doctor, this, that, and the other. Like, it sounds gross, but when you start doing this, this is what you're gonna maybe find. Hopefully not, but it's what I did. And I don't really want to say anything. I just want to encourage you, do it. Some people, when I first started doing it, it's like I sterilized everything. But I don't sterilize everything when I go to eat something. I go to a restaurant and I eat anything they feed me. So the body is actually pretty strong, pretty sturdy, and your intestines, I mean, as far as I understand, none of this is medical advice, by the way. As far as I understand, your intestines are even a little bit more hardy than your, things going into your mouth, your digestive. It's very similar. So of course, I use filtered water. I don't just put like tap water in there. I'm not gonna, because your intestines will absorb a lot of the water. So I don't want to put the fluoride, the chlorine, any of the millions of chemicals that are in our water. So use filtered water. When I do coffee enemas, use organic coffee, but it's not necessary. Like, you could maybe use not organic coffee. You could use various levels of filter, but the more the better. It's better, but you will feel better, and you can also lose weight. Like, if you feel bloated and stuffed up, like, models and all these people, people you have a performance sometime I'm a performance artist and a dancer. Sometimes, you just want to look good. You want your stomach to flatten out. You can do enemas because there's a bunch of, old stuff in there, and it just kind of cleans it out. People use it for constipation. That's never really been like my issue, but like it immediately ends that. Back in our old days, our great grandparents' days, I think it was kind of a regular thing that they used to do, especially for constipation, especially for different illnesses. And we can do it today. You can just try it on your own. You can experiment. I am a person, I've done colonics, professionally. It costs $100 here in Washington, D.C., where I live. But I didn't notice any more cleaning really than just doing enemas. But I would do enemas sometimes. I use several gallons of water, like do it and do it and do it. And each time, like it's cleaning a little further up. I think I had such kind of clean, not that my intestines were clean, like these parasites and yeast, they recreate themselves pretty fast. That's why you want to make sure you have a lot of probiotics. And I have this amazing probiotic source. It's Your Biotics. And it's also this other probiotic for plants and stuff called Garden Pro. And I'm going to have a link for it eventually, but it's a good product that I was using. It's a little expensive, but worth it because we want to get our gut bacteria working great. That's really the one of the most foundational things for health besides exercise, grounding, breathing, gut health, more or less mental health. Try to minimize the stress. All right, I just want to come on and give me your experiences below. It used to be super taboo and nobody was doing it. I was so embarrassed. I made my first video about enemas. I never told anyone, but now it's like, you know what? Tons of people are doing enemas. You can go, to enema spas, this, that, and the other. So it feels very good. If you're not feeling well, okay, Gerson therapy is like enemas and juicing. So people with cancer, which I did not ever have, they say you immediately gets you out of pain. I haven't had pain issues, but I've had other illness issues, which always the enema, immediately you feel better. Apparently it heals pain. Somehow with cancer, it makes you feel really good. And so it's probably true of any illness. I want to put in the comments if you have had an illness and you've done this and it's made you feel better. All right, have an amazing day. And 4th of July, if you got chemical sensitivity, you don't have to go out anywhere if you don't want to. When I had chemical sensitivity, holidays are like a nightmare because you have to go, and then people are grilling and putting, what's that, lighter fluid and that charcoal. No, you don't have to do any of it. Ciao.